The one piece of information every hiring manager within the healthcare industry should know in 2023 is that we need to find the best and right fit for the diversity and the culture within the work environment. There's been a shortage of healthcare workers, and we saw that happen over COVID, and we see the spillover currently. But if we can find the best, the right fit, the qualified people, it will assist companies to save money, to have less turnovers within their organization. There is still a great diverse set of people that is available to fill these roles, and it's important to find the right and the best talent for your environment. The healthcare talent needs are changing in the new year because there is a demand, but there's also an issue with availability. Because of this, the talents, the candidates, they are looking for work environments that fit with who they are, where they're going, and what they're looking for in their career path and journey. The other thing that candidates are looking for are companies as well that appreciate and understand their value to the healthcare industry and to the social service organizations that they're a part of. Of course, there's always money in terms of compensation, but I find that more candidates are looking for the possibility of being happy, being healthy, and feeling that they're continuing to do something where they are appreciated and they're a valuable part of that organization. Point number 3, COVID inflated prices is still the norm because there are additional amounts of compensation that's given to certain workers within certain industry or environment. For example, there is a markup, additional hourly markup in terms of PSWs, but this doesn't apply to nurses. So now we have PSWs that are making pretty much the same hourly rate that nurses are making during this time. So there's quite a shift in the environment. There's quite a demand on all these types of workers. In the social service sector, a community service worker is eligible for that additional hourly rate as well, but then a nurse isn't. And then there is the private sector and the public sector. If you're in a private nursing home business or retirement home business, you're not eligible for the additional top-up. But if you're in the public sector, that additional top-up does apply to you. So we're still struggling a bit with the rates across the board and hoping that there will be much better solution at the end of this for everybody that is involved. Point number 4. Here's what the hiring trends look like for the next year. Many organizations that did not use alternative methods of finding staff, for example, staffing firms, they're now reaching out and tapping into various staffing firms. A lot of companies prior, you would prospect and they would say, we don't use staffing firms. Now we're noticing that a lot of them are saying, yes, we're using staffing firms and we're looking to do some hiring. And, if you can provide to them the best fit for their environment, you are reliable, you're consistent, and your rates are economical. That's what I'm hearing from hiring managers and companies alike. Even some companies that I have come across, they're now implementing a system where they have some workers from, for example, a staffing firm coordinated into their daily routine of workers, where once upon a time they would only call when their regular workers did not show. Now they're coordinating staffing firm workers along with their workers. They're also sharing that they're finding it's more economical sometimes to hire from staffing firms, because then they do not have to pay a lot of the payroll burdens as they used to, and for example, benefits, because that costs a lot of money in addition to what they pay their workers. And so now a lot of them are really tapping into staffing firms for additional help. Point number 5, hiring managers can make their facilities more attractive to candidates and workers. As I mentioned before, diversity and inclusion was a great part of hiring managers making their environment more conducive to the workers. Here are some other things that I see a lot of companies doing during this time for the workers. They are allotting areas where workers can have a moment to take a break, to relax and take a breather. So a lot of these companies are setting up like little lounge areas within the organization to give the workers more room to just relax for a moment before they get back on their feet. Other companies are doing things like little mini exercise sessions throughout the day, to keep those adrenaline going and the body healthy, and the brain cells all working perfectly. And then I see other companies also, what they're doing is providing like a lunch day with their workers. And I think this is a wonderful thing that companies are doing for the current trend and the workers that we have in the environment. And those are 5 key points that I believe all hiring managers should know during this season. It is the trend that is happening within the Canadian market in the healthcare and social service industry. Thank you so much for listening. See you next time. We all need care.